Hey guys, it's been a while. It's been a while since I've done videos. I haven't streamed in forever. It's been a while. Life's happened, things have happened, and I plan on coming back at some point to making videos because I've been wanting to make some again. Missed it. And I plan on coming back later. Actually, this is not even the setup that I want. I'm using my phone right now because I don't have the other things that I would like to have for this. And yeah, I wasn't planning on coming back this soon. Life's changed. Things happen. I'm a little older now than I was. I think it's been at least 3 years since. And the glasses are, anyways. But today, September 10th, 2025. Unless you've been living under a rock, you know that something happened on this day. Life was lost just for speaking views, speaking opinions, whether you agreed or disagreed with those views or opinions. A person was shot and killed for having their own opinions because someone else disagreed with them enough to the point where they wanted to silence them. In doing so, it's literally like they say in any type of movie or show or whatever, why the villain doesn't kill the bad guy, or why the villain doesn't kill the good guy, because they'll make a martyr out of him. And that's probably what is actually going to happen. I mean, it brought me back into making videos and such, whether, and for what views, I don't know exactly if I'll be doing those kinds of videos at least, but for a while now, I've been wanting to get back into making videos anyways, for those who come after. And just today's events is a reminder that the next day is not exactly guaranteed. It's something that we know in our heads, something that we know every day. Logically we hear it all the time, tomorrow's not promised. Tomorrow doesn't come. Get die in a car accident or car wreck or anything like that, and at any point in time. And that's true. That's true. So I figured that instead of waiting for me to get the proper setup and gear that I wanted to, really come back and make videos as the best quality that I can make, figured I don't have to start out perfect again. To get back into this, I can just start off with what I got. I mean, that's what I was doing in the beginning anyways. It's just working with what I got. Back in my older streaming days is what I was doing. So I'm doing this now. So this is just an introduction, I guess, back into, hopefully I'll be making more videos. But for the purpose of this video, at least, I'm just going to say, whoever you are out there, again, whoever out there watching this, is ironically, this is not necessarily for you. Again, I'm making these videos for those who come after. But in case you can use this knowledge now, and don't leave things unspoken. To people you care about, tough conversations need to be had. Whatever the case may be, don't leave it unspoken, because you might not get a chance to speak those things. A lot of horrific deaths and violence have been happening across the world, sure, yes, even in the States. And just because you may not live certain lifestyles that would put you in situations where you said, oh, well, that person, they were doing this, that, and the third, now I don't do that stuff, so that won't happen to me. Anything can happen to anybody. That's the world we live in. You can prepare for it to the best of your abilities, but even increasing your chances of things not happening does not make it a full-on guarantee of something not happening. You should not celebrate the murder, the assassination of someone whose opinions you disagree with. That's just wrong, evil. Just call it what it is. That's just evil to do. It is one thing to feel joy or triumph that an enemy of yours is now defeated, no longer being whatever perceived threat you thought them to be. But there are other ways to silence a voice besides murder, besides an assassination. It's bad enough in this country that a presidential candidate was shot at. But now just a political speaker, political commentator, no one who held an office, just someone who went around having debates with people, was shot at and killed. And yet there are some people who celebrate that, take joy in that, take pleasure in that. Now, if this person was banned from all social media platforms and banned from ever going to any events to speaking their mind and whatnot, and you're celebrating that, then whatever, do your thing. The voice, the enemy, the threat has been silenced or neutralized, whatever. But if you're celebrating the actual death, celebrating the wife who's been widowed, celebrating the kids who have lost a father, celebrating the parents who now have to bury their son, that's just evil. Just gonna call that what it is. That's just evil. But one thing we should not do is live your life in fear. So for those of us who can go on, for those of us who come after in that sense, we should continue to speak. We should continue to move, continue to do what it is you do. I'm not arguing for one side of the aisle or the other in this, because I believe that in the country we are in, freedom of speech is a right. While it has certain restrictions for public safety, debating political opinions is not a risk of public safety or a threat to democracy or whatever else terms have been thrown out there for this person. So, to Charlie Kirk, rest in peace. To his family, friends, prayers. And to the rest of us, don't be silent. Speak. Speak your opinions, speak your views, have conversation and dialogue. Because what this death, what this assassination attempted to do was not only just silence that individual, but was also to silence any future voices, prevent any future voices from ever wanting to speak for fear of this very thing happening to them. And to that I say no. Open dialogue and open debate with people from the other side of your political view, whatever it may be, to find a middle ground, to find a commonality, or to actually understand the other side and why they think the way they do versus why you think the way you do. What brought them to their beliefs, what brought you to your beliefs, so you can both have an understanding of each other. Even if you still disagree with each other, in the end, at least you have a better understanding of why one side thinks the way they do, and then you can better find a middle ground or a common ground, and then realize at the end, remember at the end, you're all still people, and there's more to you than just your whatever topic it is you're debating over at that point in time. Being able to have healthy discussion over things you disagree with without escalating to violence, name calling, and this, that, and the third is something that we're lacking, something that we need more of. But anyways, this video is already a bit longer than what I originally thought it would be, and I apologize for the rambling. At the end of the day, I'm just another voice, and I'm making these for those who come after anyways. So, y'all, stay safe on these streets, because these streets ain't safe. Stay safe on the web, because there's spiders everywhere. But other than that, be blessed.